What's the name of your...
It's Cryptekeeper.
Cryptekeeper.
But in French, I write it with an E, like Cryptekeeper.
Yeah, j'ai vu. Oui.
Yeah.
Soyez le bienvenu. Je m'appelle Lloyd Kaufman, président de Troma Entertainment et le père de Toxic Avenger. Et j'ai eu le grand honneur de faire une interview avec Cryptekeeper. Et nous, à Troma, nous aimons tellement Cryptekeeper que c'est beaucoup meilleur que tous les films de Troma. Alors, regardez Cryptekeeper. Merci.
Julie, ce gars-là ne connaît rien à la plaisanterie.
Michael Hers and I wanted to establish a independent movie studio in which we could make our own damn movies and have total freedom. We had read about the auteur theory of filmmaking, the Cahiers du Cinéma. We read that when we were at Yale University, and we were very influenced by the auteur theory, that we should have control over our movies, that the cinema is the director's event, that so articles by Truffaut and Chabrol and Melville and many of the French critics who propounded the auteur theory, they of course went on to become directors, but this was before they were, just when early in their careers they wrote about the auteur theory. We believed in that theory, and that's why we started Troma in 1974. We had made some movies prior to that, but we decided to establish Troma in 1974 so we could distribute our own movies, because we had given movies to other distributors and we felt they were not treated well. We have been compared to many people say we are the East Coast version of Roger Corman, and that many famous people have been discovered by Troma. The guys who do South Park, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, their first movie is Cannibal the Musical. If you look through our library, you see Vincent D'Onofrio's first movie. You see Fergie from Black Eyed Peas. When she was a child, she was in Monster in the Closet. Samuel Jackson's first movie is a Troma movie called DEF by Temptation. Death by Temptation. If you go through our library, you see the first movies of De Niro, Dustin Hoffman, Kevin Costner, James Gunn began with us. Eli Roth made Cabin Fever and Hostel. He's in a few of our movies before he directed movies. So we are kind of a stepping stone more than a film school. But we try to help young people to break through the difficulty of an industry that's controlled by Pathé, UGC, and Gaumont. Unfortunately, it is difficult. All over the world, the arts, not just the cinema, but the arts are controlled by a small number of elites. And we want to help try to penetrate the barriers that are put up for innovation. If somebody is original and somebody is a new artist, it is more difficult today to get to the public than it was in 1974, and we feel that we're getting, the public is not benefiting from that situation.
Hello, you weenie!
I said stop touching!
That's the crazy kid doing the chopsticks! Who are you? I'm Kabuki Man. Smile! You're on Kabuki camera!
I guess I am a weenie after all.
Never did we expect to make movies that nobody wants to see. That was our only little fly in the ointment. We've been here for 40 years. We have never had a success. We are on an liste noire économique. We get no distribution anywhere. The only reason we're still here is our fans and people like you who appreciate Troma and think that Troma makes entertaining and important films. We apparently have struck the perfect formula of mixing comedy and horror, and nobody really wants that. And then just to make it worse, we add in singing and dancing with Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead. And just in case somebody might want to come and see a Troma movie, we have ingeniously decided we're going to produce a movie this summer called Mutant Blast, but it won't even be in English. It's going to be in Portuguese, shot in Portugal. That way we can ensure 100% that nobody will show up to see that movie. I think we have finally, after 40 years, we will have made the perfect movie that literally nobody wants to see, not even our 6 fans of Troma. I will not direct, so that's the one hope. I'm not directing, so Fernando Ale is directing. He did Banana Motherfucker, which is a wonderful film. So the only hope there is that Fernando will create something that somebody actually wants to see.
Toxic Crusaders, Toxic Crusaders. I had no friends, no girls that hugged me till I got radioactive ugly. Toxic Crusaders, Toxic Crusaders. I live in the dump cause the rim's real low. Got a little pet Bobby and he loves me so. Toxic Crusaders, Toxic Crusaders.
Making the cartoon was the idea of the toy company. The toy company was making the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and they thought that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were going down in revenue, but in fact that was not true, and they figured that an environmental toy might be good. So they asked to make cartoons and toys and many other items based on the Toxic Avenger. I don't think they ever saw the movie. I think they just wanted something with environmental value, and Toxie was kind of famous. I think to some extent the cartoons were a gateway to the movie and to Troma. Yes, I think you are right that some little children who saw the cartoons then later on saw the movie, but also quite a number of small children saw the movie by accident. There were many mistakes that grandmothers would go to a video store and take the VHS tape of the Toxic Avenger movie, the uncut, uncensored director's cut. They would take it home thinking that it was the cartoon, and they would show it to their 5-year-old grandchildren, and many a child was psychologically scarred for life.
We at Troma believe that the artists and fans should be a partnership, and that's why we appreciate our fans, and we are giving away films on Comcast Troma On Demand channel. It's absolutely free. It's our gift to you fans.
Our fans have been with us for 40 years, and we are going into our 40th year, and we wanted to thank our fans. They support us, and they love our movies, and most of them are young and poor, They don't have money, and why should they have to buy a DVD somewhere for $25? Or why should the bootleggers, most of the world, we have no distribution except thanks to our fans. So give it to them for free and let them be friends with us instead of suing our fans like UGC and Pathé and Gaumont probably do. We prefer to be friends with our fans and share the art with our fans and let them have our movies for free. It would be better to do that than give our movies to some shitty distributor who's just going to dump them, right? Some little distributor who doesn't respect the movies is just going to dump them out to make a fast buck. I'd rather give it away for free and let our fans let them they appreciate it. Give it to them for free. They've supported us. They continue to buy our DVDs. They see the movie. They see Terra Firma. They see Terra Firma with N.Y.P.D and Ariel Wiesman. They see Terra Firma for free, and then they buy the DVD, or maybe they go and buy a Troma T-shirt or a poster or something. When we made Return to Nukem High, and when we made Poultrygeist, we had volunteers, stagiaires coming from France, Germany, Scandinavia, Australia, Japan. They came from all over the world to sleep on the floor and learn how to take a shit in a paper bag and eat crappy food. So I know we have fans who paid their own airfare and worked for free for 3 months on Poultrygeist and Return to Nukem High. In fact, Occupy Cannes, do you know about Occupy Cannes?
I wanted to talk about
The fans paid for that.
Yeah,
The fans gave us money to make, they didn't give us enough, but they gave us 400 fans, young and poor, most likely, contributed about $40,000 for us to go and make a documentary called Occupy Cannes in the Cannes Film Festival. We had to put up another 20,000 or 30,000, but how generous, they supported us.
Sans doute, tout le monde aime beaucoup Troma à Cannes, n'est-ce pas? C'est formidable après 30 ans, n'est-ce pas? À Cannes, tout le monde adore Troma, oui.
Mais non, pas du tout. À Cannes, ils couchent partout, ils vomissent dans les couloirs. On peut pas aller au Carlton ni au Martinez. Il y a du vomi partout à cause d'eux. Il y a des filles, ils les prennent. C'est des pervers. Faut faire attention à Troma. C'est que des pervers.
Cannes has changed, so we want to explore that. And 10 years ago, we made a movie called All the Love You Can. It's a documentary. You can see it for free, All the Love You Can. It's on YouTube for free. So we did that 10 years ago. We wanted to do a follow-up, and we call it Occupy Cannes. And we even brought about 15 people to the festival, and we brought back a couple of people who were in the original 10 years ago so that they could be part of our documentary to see what the change is, and does Cannes respect anymore? Do they respect the independent artist, or is it worse than it was 10 years ago? 10 years ago, it was very insulting to Troma, and maybe this time it's even more insulting. When I first went to Cannes in 1971, before Troma, I couldn't pay for a hotel, but we paid for the movie to be shown. On a loué les cinémas. On a loué les cinémas, mais pas assez d'argent pour l'hôtel. And I slept on the beach, no problem. And the people, the Cannes Film Festival people, they liked the idea. The people in the streets, it was more of a real festival. And now it's become kind of fascist, corporate. It's about things that aren't about the movies. Les Diamants, Chopin. I saw French TV. They had a 1 hour documentary during the festival, nothing to do with movies. It was about the jewelry, les bijoux. But last time when I was there, I got thrown out of the Ethan Coen movie. I was walking in with a tuxedo that I've worn for 30 years. My father wore that same tuxedo for 30 years before that. And it's a perfectly good tuxedo, smoking with a black tie, bow tie. They throw me out because I didn't wear black tuxedo. That's a new rule, I think. Maybe it wasn't that way before, because I wore the same tuxedo going into Salle Lumière many, many times. And this time I get thrown out because I have that same tuxedo. everyone has to be black. Everyone should be the same. Everyone should be a robot. We should all worship the Great Gatsby.
If Troma is an independent company, how are we going to get the attention of the media and the average person that can?
Don't know. Let's ask Zach.
Si par hasard vous voulez travailler chez Troma, vous pouvez envoyer email au troma.com ou lloydkaufman.com. On peut être stagiaire ici. S'il y a quelques étages, il faut monter, mais quand même c'est assez facile, c'est pas difficile.